Hi there, this is Marlena from mjfengshui.com, and today I would like to share with you this awesome energy clearing. Your home definitely needs to be cleared right now. That is the warning that the universe has been sharing with me a lot lately, and people have been reaching out to me asking for a program that they could purchase so they could use it anywhere, in their home, at their job, on vacation, such as in a hotel room, Airbnb, or if they went to, visit people and stay there, they could play it there and keep their vibration high. So, with all the energy going on in the planets and just in the world itself, our home is affected very much so. We have a lot of radiation coming in from everywhere, cell phone towers, cell phones, TVs, right? Radios, you know, any device that people are using, including the vehicle with all these gadgets in them. And now people are, even wearing the Apple Watches, which that energy is going into your being. It's weakening you and your cells. So we need to upgrade our energy system in our bodies, right? And also in our, spaces, our environments, right? And you can play this while you're in your car as well. All right, I've had people come to me and they would have different stories. Well, one reached out to me at midnight. They lived in a condo and they had two dogs, the mother dog and the puppy. And the mother dog started acting really weird, got very ill, and the vet said, "We can't find anything wrong with your dog." Well, the dog ended up passing away. And the man reached out to me at midnight because he said, now the puppy is, acting the same way. And he said that he knows that there were entities in the condo because he felt them in there. He saw things happening, and now with the two dogs. All right. So at midnight, I reached back to him. We had a feng shui clearing we did together on his condo and the condos that were above him and below him and on the sides of him. Okay. Also on the land. And there was a lake that was basically right across from it. So um, when we did that, I also shared with him the program that I had created, right, for telesummits. And I said, I want you to start playing these right now. You can go to sleep. I want you to continue playing them. I gave him a couple of quick feng shui remedies to stop the energies. Um, I removed the entities from the condo, and he said that his dog is still alive now. So basically, what I have done is saved the dog's life. So he was ever grateful. We were crying together and laughing together. Um, and then that next day, his friend met him downstairs on their way to work, I guess. And his friend said, "Hey, did you feel that shift last night?" He said, "What do you mean shift?" He said, "All of a sudden my condo got really peaceful and I slept through the night." He said, "It's the first good night's sleep I had since I moved in." And his friend started laughing and told him what we had done. He just wanted to hear what he was talking about. So, I I hear all these awesome, and it's so amazing to me that using feng shui could change our lives so you know radically quickly. It's incredible. I had another lady who was working in an office, and it was very dark and dreary in there, and all the energy, of course, was down of all the people, because when you don't get sunlight for 8 hours on you, it's not a good feeling. So she started bringing the recordings to work and playing them in her purse on low. And the coworkers started saying, hey, ever since you started working here, something happened here. We all feel better. What are you doing? And also the plants that nobody ever watered, they're never getting any light. Look at them. They're coming back to life. So we started laughing, because I'm thinking, my intention was to raise the overall frequency of where she was. And I guess it did, because it also caused the plant to come back to life with no water and no sunlight. So that is magical. And that's why I was named Magical Marlenea. You never know what's going to happen. I had another lady who lost her job, and I sat her down on a session, and I said, well, what would you like to do? What are you good at? So we went through it all. And I said, well, let's try something different for you. So she applied for several nursing jobs, and she ended up with a home health aid case. And that was within 2 weeks, and that's pretty good with everything that was going on back then. So she got a wonderful, client, and she went to the home, and they got along really well, and it was a light duty. And probably within a week or so, she reached out to me and said, something happened. I said, well, what happened? She said, my client cannot walk anymore. I had to bring her to the hospital, or a doctor or whatever, and he put her in one of those chairs and said, you're going to have to use this for the rest of your life. So I was thinking, well, the lady was saying, I was thinking I would have to, move out of my apartment and move in here. I contacted her daughter, and her daughter said, I'll get there when I can. And I was like, really? So I said to her, get a compass and go to this area of the apartment or home, and tell me if there's clutter there. Get back to me. So she did. She said, yes, there is clutter from the flood that took place here. And the lady said she's waiting for the insurance company. So she piled it over there. And I said, well, it's got to go. And I said, move it to the garage until he shows up, and let's not wait. So let's do it now. So she did that, and then got back to me in a couple of hours. And she said, you'll never believe it. I said, yes, I will. What happened? She said, 2 hours after I cleaned up the clutter, the lady got up out of the chair and walked across the room. So clutter is another, no-no in our space. And everyone has some kind of clutter in their home, all right? You may have a bunch of books, a bunch of receipts, a bunch of papers, a bunch of clothes, things under your bed, things in a bedroom. Things are just piling up. You saved old things. People's stuff might be in your home. You might have toys from your kids growing up. Just old things that are just sitting there, and they're collecting dust. And you'll say, oh, I'm going to keep that for this, in case of that, that kind of stuff. So we want to look at that energy and clear that, number one, because a lot of people use sage, and I found it does work to a point, but then I was getting frustrated, because I'm saying, how come when we sage, we have to keep saging over and over? I was getting fed up with it, right? And I thought, how about once and done? Like, you have a program where you can just turn it on and go to work, do your thing, do whatever you want, right? And it works so wonderfully. So, all the people were sending in their testimonials. I was getting hundreds of them. So I shared them on the different sites. It's on my website at mjfengshui.com. You can see some of the testimonials sitting there. I just shared some of them with you, which were really amazing ones, but there's more. People that couldn't sell their house, sold their home. People that had depression. I got them out of the depression in 30 minutes. And, they started a business and thriving. Had people contact me and say they lost their jobs, and all of a sudden, uh, we would do a remedy. And I said to them, get ready because your phone's going to ring off the hook. And they looked at me like, yeah, right, boom. As soon as we, placed that remedy in, their phone was ringing off the hook, and it's been ringing ever since. So their business is flourishing now. So these are just some of the things that happen when you, actually take action for yourself. Now I know that everyone has a home or an apartment or a camper, or somewhere they live. It might be a hotel room. If you are staying in a place like a condo, an apartment, somewhere where you have to share the energy, you really need to do cleansing regularly. So what I actually did was I put two recordings there, where they are clearing entire, rooms of energies, entities, all the radiation and, everything you can think of is, being cleansed in those two recordings. And then I put together a recording for each and every sector of your space. So every part of the bagua is in there separately. So that works well for me, because I'm saying every area of our home is a different energy, right? It's a different element. It's a different vibration. It's a different, need that it has. So it needs a certain musical note. It needs that vibration to kick it in, to clear it first of all, and then fill it, right? With the upgrade, the vibrational upgrade. Same with us, right? If we go somewhere and we're like, oh yeah, I got this issue going on, and somebody clears it, like an energy healer or whatever, it may come back, because they didn't get the root, all right? And not only that, it's just your subconscious mind, right, needed to be cleared first of all of the reasons why you grabbed onto that belief, right? Or that worry or that fear, the trauma, the tragedy, whatever it was, you know? So that's why, medicine doesn't really work for people, because, you got some, disease, we'll say, and they say, okay, here's your medicine for that disease. And you're taking that medicine forever, you know what I mean? And it's not curing it. I like to cure these things, okay? So, if you would like to, you know, give this a try, I'm going to put the link underneath this video for you. If you have a specific question, post it underneath this video, and I'll get back to you as soon as I receive the question in my email box. I know that some of the videos lately, I noticed that, they did something different on YouTube, and the other videos that I watched or I might be interested in were squished right against the bottom of my video. And I said, I cannot even see, the comments under there. And I don't like that, setup there. And then other videos were like they used to be, right? So I can see all the videos that I might be interested in off to my right. And then I can post comments underneath. I can press the like button, I can subscribe if I like the channel, everything changing, right? And you know, I'm just not into, squishing things, together. I like a little room. I don't know about you, but even in my space, I like a little room. And the more room, the better. Think about that, right? Even if you live in a studio apartment, the less like clutter that you bring into that place, the better your life will be. All right. We have to look around our space and see really what is necessary and what is not. All right. Is it bringing me joy? Why or why not? Right. And if not, it needs to go. That's just the way it is, right? The same with everything else in our lives, right? If it's not bringing you joy, then why are we hanging on to it? That's what I asked myself. So even with me, I sit down and I'm like, all right, let me go through all these, papers and envelopes that are stored, and why did I store them, and do I need them? And I just have a garbage bag right with me, and I throw them away. I'm like, nope. I know you're nice and whatever. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I've thrown out lots of really nice things, but I'm like, I'm not using you anymore, and I'm not dragging you with me into my future. So, if you don't want to drag the energy with you into your tomorrow, this is a good thing to do. All right. Cleanse the energy in your space. All right. Or your spaces. Okay. And then upgrade the vibration, which that's exactly what's going to happen when you start turning on the recordings. So if you purchase the recordings, all right, reach out to me. If you have any issues with downloading them, you shouldn't, but some people do. All right, I just download mine right into my computer. All right, and they start playing. All right, some people have a different gadget that they use, but I'm so used to downloading it right into my Google or whatever. It works for me immediately, and someone else will say I can't get it to work. So I do what I can to get it to work for you, all right? And find the instructions for your gadget, okay? Because everybody has all these different things. They're using cell phones now and all that. They walk around with that playing, okay? So if you don't know how to download into your phone, all right, we need to work that out together. That's something new for me, all right? I just listen on my, computer or my laptop, and that's good enough for me. Um, yeah, so I am an energy healer, so I actually can be anywhere and clear energy. That's a really awesome gift, and you need to have that if you're going to do the work that I do to help my clients and help you. I hope you have enjoyed this message today. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that now and press the like button. And go check out the other videos on this channel. We have the July Feng Shui Flying Stars for you, the best days to cut your hair. I have my new store that I opened up where you can get energetic art, where you can, have it placed in your home where it needs to go. And you also have the option of getting yourself a brand new t-shirt, which is high vibration. So the message on the t-shirt raises your vibration and everywhere you go. All right. So I love raising the vibration wherever I am. And even if you look at this video right here, you see all the beautiful colors, very beautiful, right? I am using all the feng shui colors here that raise our vibration. All right. So what elements are you? All right. So you might be, fire, and you might be water, you might be wood, right? And you might be metal. All right. So whatever you are in the vibrational frequency match for the energy house cleansing. Everyone is invited to join me in that vibrational match for your upgrade, and to give a testimonial of what happens to you within the next couple hours, couple days, couple weeks. I'd like to hear from you and what happens, because I can share your testimonial with other people that may have a similar issue as you do right now. If you are going through some kind of situation and you would like my help, just reach out to me. All my information will be underneath this video. It's also on my website at mjfengshui.com. If you haven't joined the Facebook group and you're on Facebook, or you would like to join us, that link will be under here too. So you can jump in, ask questions there, become active, one of my active members, come alive, right? And thrive is my thing. All right. So thank you so much. I will be looking for you in my group here. And any testimonials, I am looking for your testimonial because that's what I do. I love what I do and I do what I love. And I hope that you will enjoy your journey from today on. Namaste.